Oh, I see. Okay, so let me see. Get here. Right. Hi everyone, and welcome. Yes, it works. So, yes, welcome. Breakfast. Welcome. I'm very happy to connect with you right now, and to have you here for this live, for this chat. So, yeah, let's get into it straight away. Hi, Roxy. Welcome. So, what I want to talk about is vibration, and this this last weekend, I had a revelation, understanding about vibration and the way our story or our creation, the way we work with the way we vibration is so essential. And I know, right? Vibrational tacticians, yes, yes, and it has become if more clear to me, more understood than ever. Vibration, tactician, and all of that. So I had an experience this weekend where this last Saturday, and I want to have this on video recorded because I want really to be able to come back to this whenever or whatever, because I need this to really now set in and move forward with this. Get the knowing and the experiencing this and see how that this work. So I had this experience on Saturday where I was on the metro, our little metro here in our town, and I completely forgot to buy the ticket. Just went there and entered the metro and forgot the ticket. And uh, so as we were going to the aquarium, there was a check. They came in and checked the tickets, and obviously I didn't have the tickets. So what happened is that when I saw the people doing that entering the metro, I said, "Oh shit! Right, let me buy it," and I quickly booked a ticket. Except that here in our country, at least, what is, let's say, the law is that you have to buy the ticket prior to entering the public transportation. So buying it during transportation is not considered as valid. You see here, you see how that's bullshit, right? That's completely bullshit. Anyway, that's what happened. So I booked that. But now, when the guy came to me and checked it, he said, "Well, clearly you didn't buy it. What happened?" And I said, "Well, I forgot. I used to have blah blah blah, right? That thing." And then he said, "Well, I have to fine you," and he fined me. And so, well, the first reaction, I was very angry, and I just said, "Go away. Just do your thing and leave." And I said, I wanted, I don't pay this. I don't get that I'm punished even though I had no intention of wrongdoing or of not paying any the ticket, I just forgot. And forgetting something, you cannot be punished for that, right? I was completely unhinged and completely angry. But then after that, once I that was over, I realized what actually happened, and I watched that sequentially. So one action, one moment after the other. So, and I realized that my reaction to the situation, that was to buy the ticket, it was because I felt a wrongdoing. I felt that I want doing something wrong, so I felt guilty, right? I felt that was my belief in that moment, that I was doing that. Whereas, right, actually, my reaction afterwards was I couldn't understand. As I was angry, I couldn't understand because I didn't understand. I didn't have any intention or anything like that, right? So I was feeling the injustice in this, right in that moment. And then when I understood, no, I acted as if I were guilty. And so subsequently, the next moment with the fine, what was the choice that was available to me in a reduced way, meaning that my vibration in acting like if I had done something wrong then reduce my options for the next moment, where the fine became the most obvious next moment. So you see that and that gave me, right, a view of how vibration work. So how attraction work. How do we attract, right, creation, reality? How do we attract things? Well, it's through vibration, but that vibration that we choose, that, right, the I am guilty then attracts the punishment, because this is what a belief system that I was not aware in that moment of being using. So that belief system gave me a certain vibration in that moment, so that the next moment was the vibration subsequently, meaning I was expressing unworthiness. And so when you have unworthiness, well, I'm not enough, right? I am lack. That's what comes next. It's the consequence of unworthiness is lack. It's so I was completely in that experience. And so with that understanding, then the experience, the way it happened, becomes clear, right? And as we act, as our creation, and I mean, the way we project our story, the way we project our reality is through our choices. We make choices, and this was my choice. I made a choice there. And most of our choices are not conscious, in the sense that we act without thinking, oh, I'm acting this is unworthy. No, I'm just acting it. That's how it works. And so that I choose that, and then by vibrating in that way, I reduce the option, the choices that were that were available to me with the fine as most obvious, which is what I got. But I could feel that there were other options there. One of those, no fine, talking with the guy and have another outcome, another situation, but that was not available anymore through my unworthiness, right? Through my vibrating unworthiness, not good enough. I made a mistake. I'm guilty, right? That was all there. And so, yeah. And this experience then, as I was able to dissect it and to understand it through vibration and not through what happened. Because what happened, well, that's the story, great, fantastic, done. But it's to leave alone what the experience is, look at through the understanding of creation, of vibration, then that gave me a glance to it. Because understanding this is the vibration that I was emanating, using, putting out in that moment. What you put out is what you get. So I put out a vibration of unworthiness. So I got unworthy, lack. So this then now makes me aware of this even more in a huge, big way with the experience. Pay attention to your vibration. Yes, okay, pay attention to your vibration. I pay attention to my vibration, but I was not yet really seeing it as in this way. Pay attention to what you say. It's a vibration. If you say things, it's a vibration. So that I was not yet really seeing like the attraction, right? I'm vibrating something, and that vibrating something then you put out, so you get. I was, yes, understanding, but not yet experience it with the way of watching it and understanding that, or getting the knowing to this point. And with this experience, and with the awareness that have been given me through my sessions and all of that I have had with Roxy, right? That awareness then allowed me to have that ability to watch myself and to get a view of what I was doing and how I was doing it. And so the vibration became evidence in that moment. Oh, this is what I'm doing. This is what happens. And this is how it works. This is why I got the fine. I played unworthy. I played that vibration. So that you go into this. So now I can see what this bring. When you are aware of this, when you see this, it's not that I'm going now to be able to change completely my reality because I'm going to vibrate only this so that I get only that, right? It doesn't work like that. However, what is now my understanding is that I'm going to be able to be even more aware of my vibration, aware what am I putting out, whether it's subsequential, so whether it's after the experience or during the experience. Now I'll be even more aware of that and even more able to then recognize the vibration and then choose different, because it's a choice, and that choice is always there, available to us. When I realize I'm unworthy right now, I'm fucking up, When I recognize that, then I have a choice. I can stay in that state of unworthiness, or I can say, well, all right, great. You played well the unworthy. Now take a break, take a breath, center, and come back into your worthiness, which is right, which is quite easy because we are worthy, we are worthiness, we are abundant. Anyway, that's our I am. That's what we are in every moment, and that cannot be taken away from us. We play the game of not being that, or that to pretend that we are not, to pretend that we don't recognize that, to pretend that it's not there. But it's there. Believe me, it's there every moment. We just don't see it. We just throw it away like in that illusion. But it's there. So coming back to the self, well, I guess it's still requires some work. But for me, to come back to that has become, it's become me. It's become something that I know how to do it. So got back there and change the vibration, so change the energy of the moment. And by doing that, then the options, the choices change completely. And for me, for instance, where I know that I have to kick my ass, but I know now that, so I play that differently. But where I know that I was lacking is in my exchanges with what is authorities, with what is unemployment, with what is um, taxes, and right, the administration and all of that, where I still had that feeling of being beneath that. So I had to check that, and now I know that, and especially I understand they are not above me, right? They do not detain any power over any of us except the one that we believe they have. So I change that dynamic and the way I interact with that situation, where, well, I'm right, change. So choice. I choose not to put them above anything, and to play different in a different way in that creation. And so the energy changes, and the experience changes completely, and that's something that I have experienced lately, where it's a completely different situation when I go there, when I have these people around me, right? Or that I am in those offices, and with those people. Well, that it's different. But now even that will, I'll even change more the interaction and the way I do that, because clearly, right, discovering self, and now understanding this gives me even bigger understanding of creation, and how it may work, because the understanding, and I see that, and much more vibrational technicians. Yeah. Yes. You play with, and play. Yeah. You are using your awareness when going into vibration, when looking at creation as vibration, as looking at the moment as vibration, then you get different choices, different possibilities, things that were not available to you before. clearly and simply like that. So using this awareness of vibration, how vibration works and or may work, or right, the attraction that is in there, well, yes, it opens up avenues of possibilities, and so see, it's never ending, bringing um, the knowing, the discovery and the knowing of creation is absolutely a fantastic journey. Yeah. So now you're discovering what it is to get into you, discovering you and allowing, taking a ride with you, with your reality, with yourself, with your creation, with your God, with you. That's all you. And you got this awareness of creation, of abundance, of perceiving your abundance as being all of your creation. And now you are playing with that, and soon you will get new understanding, new revelation, new knowing from that as you play with that. But you see, the thing that is interesting and that you are going to expand with is in this awareness of you, this understanding of you, of creation, of how you come to be in this, how you interact with your reality and the energy, the vibration, dissecting creation to its what you perceive to be the minimal of it, right? The what is making it energy, vibration, which is what you perceive for now. There's more, but for now, that's what you get: energy, vibration. But to get to that point, it's like when you study your body and you go and you enter and you see, you study the cells, and then you the right, you get and dissect that and you see, oh, and then you put all of that, oh, there's the body. Yeah, here you go with creation and you start to understand all of those moments coming together giving you a linearity of experience. Now you can see that there is no linearity because you felt that. You felt that there isn't that linearity. So you are now getting into that understanding, or that was put there. And so, yeah, what you put out is what you get. Those are the two moments. What you put out, moment. You get, moment. And that moment is attracted there because you put out that other moment. Choices are real. Choices, that's all you make. You choose, you choose, you choose, you choose. So now you realize what working on the self and taking a bow to let go of everything, accepting everything, not holding anything, just being ready to have everything thrown out of the window because everything may not be what you thought it is. Being ready to get all of your reality thrown apart in order to discover yourself, in order to have you evolving. You realize that. And you see that that gambit, that choice is paying off because you are acquiring, or you are able to express your knowing, to get your knowing and say, oh, I know this. Yes. And tomorrow, that you knew yesterday will become something different, and you will have new knowing. But you also know that that is already there, and you're perceiving that, or understanding that everything is already there, and that what you need is to take away the blinds that make you not recognize all of your reality, all of that is already there, which is what you do. Because how could you lose your power? How could you lose your creation? How could you lose anything? Your worth, your abundance. How could you? Clearly, you cannot lose anything. But you are playing a game of losing it. All of it. Until you choose differently. So it's always a choice. But you don't see the choice because the choice happened in the background. The choice happened without you needed to be aware of it, because if you were aware of the choice being made, where is your linearity in your reality? In the way you are telling the story, that falls apart. Your story falls apart. But now for you, that is what is happening. Your story is falling apart because you are not seeing anymore the linearity. You are understanding there is no linearity in creation. So then you are now getting into a gateway, a free way for something completely different. The unknown for now. You cannot know yet. But a different reality, a different vibration, because that's where you get. It's not better. It's not superior. It's a different vibration, different way to relate to reality. You're still creating, you're still having experiences, but you are structuring that in a different way. That is where you are leading. Because you cannot be aware of all of this, discovering all of these things about yourself, and still relating to reality as before. There is an evolution. You are the evolution. So you got to use that evolutionary self in structuring yourself differently. It's like you cannot be a victim once you know you're not a victim. Even though you may have a moment where you feel, why are they punishing me, as you did the other day? But you don't stay in that, because you know you are not a victim. So you let go of that temptation of victimizing the self very quickly, and you get back into, oh no, I'm not a victim. Wait. Nice try. Not a victim. Still not a victim. So when you know, when you decide differently, you decide differently, you do it differently. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what Roxy is doing. She's choosing differently. She's experiencing differently because she has understood and experienced the difference, the evolution. So she got in there and she attracts a completely different reality. She vibrates different. And different is different. It's a different way of playing the game of human. To be in the realm of human. Oh, great. There you go. You cannot play as you used to because you have seen different, because you have experienced different, and it's that you have seen that it works. So it's working, and you work with that. You have a glance of that now. You have an avenue to explore, to get into and drive on and see even more of this evolution of this, and understand even more, and getting the knowing into awareness. It's there. You got there. So that then, like today, you are able to express this, to see, well, look at that. Look at abundance. And you are having more abundance, more understanding of abundance, more proofs of abundance. And what do you see today? What you understood today as you were talking with? What did you see? How look at abundance. And as I am expressing this abundance, am I talking about this abundance? You realized money is not in there, or money is not creating this abundance. Different relationship with money. Yes, different relationship with money. So money becomes what? It doesn't become abundance. It doesn't become that determines your abundance. Your being fearful of what am I going to do with the money? With money, how am I going to attract money? That now becomes a different thing. You do not need to attract the money because the abundance is already there. So it's really revealed to you. So it's attracted to you. You are attracting it, not through the money, not through a element of that. The money is what you are the most focused on your planet. Well, yeah, great. Focus that, a choice, right? It's a choice. You choose that. And now everyone is so many, well, a lot of humans right now are freaking out because inflation, because you have decided to make such connections that then there is inflation where there is actually no way of having any of that because there is no connection between anything, but you are making that because there are all those belief systems that makes that, well, the money works in a certain way, not because it does, because there isn't any way there is no way that, right, those connections can be made, or there is no market, there is no economy, there is nothing of that is real, except that the belief tells you there is a invisible hand that is handling the market. The free market works because the invisible hand is there, doing that, whatever that magic may be, right? And that's very funny from people that do not believe in magic, that are denying any magic, but then when they cannot explain something, they go to magic with that invisible hand right there, right? Yes. That's bullshit. But the focus is there, the belief systems are there, and they work. They work because, well, you make them work, obviously. And but now your relationship with all of that has shifted completely. It's not your abundance. And also you see that your abundance is not conditioned by any of that. You just let that go. Attraction works. You put out your light and attraction works. It never fails. Never. Except when you put yourself into outcome, into expectation, into fucking it up. But that's your choice. If you express your sharing your light, then that works. But you have to now see that vibration, how that, right, that vibration works. That's out. You sending that out. And that's all you need to do, and that's all you do all the time. It's that now you have to allow yourself to get into that and nothing else. Action will be required when it's obvious. Sharing your light is the less resistance. And you see, correctly, you stated today, look at your creation. Look at your now. What effort did you put into creating this moment? Not whatsoever. No effort at all. That's creation. Working your ass off every single moment to reach goals, to reach outcomes. That's a belief system. That's what you see people getting into the belief that, oh, I have to make things happen, right? Good. Let them. What the fuck do you care about that? That's their experience. Your experience is different. Your experience is an experience of sharing your light, sharing yourself, sharing that, giving that out there and leaving it alone. That's your experience. That's where you're going. That's what you feel the need to do, not to force it, not to try to attract. And what are your beliefs? What do you say about religion and the promiscuity and their forcing themselves on other people? You hate that. You consider that as a crime. So when you do that, isn't that the same? Aren't you, when you try to push yourself, to present yourself, and to do that to others, aren't you doing the same? It's in the vibration, in the intention, is to force the relationship. That's what they do. They force the relationship, they force the information, they force the conversion. Well, aren't you doing the same when you are getting into your I need to be seen, I need to make them see me, I need to, well, that's where you lose it, where you are acting like those people. So focus on you. You don't need to focus on anything else, anyone else. Then attraction works. That's for sure. And then you will experience it. Now you go into the experience, discovery of acting, of discovering, of applying what you have learned, what you have understood, what is your knowing, and then see the results, because you'll have results. But without wanting them, without trying to have them, every time you try that, you'll just have something else, not really what you want, because you know the vibration. You know that now, as a vibration tactician, you know that that works in a completely different way of what your will is saying. Your will is just misleading you because you are not applying any real actuality in your will. There is no attraction in your will because it's intentional. Your intention mislead you, because your intention has no knowing. Your intention is what? Desperation. You are desperately trying to get to a result. Do you get the result? Honestly, do you get that result? No. So desperation doesn't work. That you have been knowing that for a very long time, and now you know it in a different way. It doesn't work. So you choose differently, because you have the option, because you have the knowing that that option is available for you. So you are now recognizing not just that doesn't work, I make a different option. You are recognizing that that is what the choice within one vibration and another vibration, or many other vibrations, but vibrations that are giving you more options for attracting what you put out. It's what you get. So to attract, to apply that differently, because you know you have the choice. Why would you do differently? Well, you wouldn't, because you know. Many people don't have that choice because they do not know, because they are in the knowing only of what they have been told, because they believe that the only knowing that they can have is that knowing that comes from I've been told, I've been taught, I've been educated, and they stay only with that, and they don't ask questions. Why will they? They believe that they don't need to ask questions. They believe that that is all there is. Even though they may go, oh yeah, you see, miracles, miracles, oh, surprising, oh, yeah, but they don't go in any way beyond that. And that's their choice. You've chosen differently, so you go beyond that and you allow yourself to have a different experience. Go for it. Experience it. Have all the feedback that you can have. Observe yourself. Feel the vibration. See the vibration. See where that leads. Discover your belief systems. Let go of those belief systems. Change them. There you go. Avenues of discovery. Avenues of new awakening. And you see the unknown. And you know you are leading there. Okay. Right. There you go. That's today's experience. There you go. So thank you for joining in and sharing this moment. And I love you, and I will be seeing you in the next moment. Bye bye.